Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. My name is Megan and today I have a book review of A Gathering of Shadows for you. Let's go ahead and get started. So this is the second book in the Darker Shades of Magic series and I loved this book. There were so many damn feels in this book though. Like, oh my god. I really took my time reading this book because I did not want it to end, and this book was just so emotionally raw and there was just so much that all of the characters were feeling, and there was just so much going on in this book. It was ridiculous. So this book was very dark and twisty and it was just so gloomy through most of it. And I feel like most of that gloom came from Kel and Rye. They were just so restless and anxious, and especially Kel was just having a really rough time in this book. It was like he was walking on eggshells or glass, and poor Rye was getting that kind of second hand, and he was having his own nightmares and all sorts of really tough things that they were both dealing with. And I just want to reach in and just give these two characters just big old hugs and just tell them it's all gonna be okay, and even though I know it's probably not gonna be. So through most of this book, Kel is treated very differently from the way he was treated in the first book. He's almost treated as a traitor. He's basically treated as a prisoner in a gilded cage. His freedom has been so limited from the first book. He can barely leave the palace. And because of all the way that the people are treating him in this book, he's changed so much. He used to be so happy and maybe not quite as serious as he is now. He was always kind of grumpy and frowning in the first book, but this book, it's just a permanent scowl on his face, and I feel so bad for him. And like, seriously, the last couple of chapters just about had me in tears, and I mean, like, almost bawling my eyes out tears. But there were other bright spots through this whole book. Lila and Alucard's relationship is just so interesting and quirky. They're both snarky and sarcastic and just all around funny and just quirky characters. And putting them together on a pirate ship was a really great idea. They have like the best adventures. I feel like they would be like the first two people that would grab your hand and take you on an adventure. And they have this almost like a brother and sister relationship, I want to say. They just kind of pick at each other, and their relationship was just so quirky and interesting. And I'm really excited to see how that goes in the next book. And I don't know, I liked the two of them together. But I felt like most of this book was very emotionally raw for all of the characters through some aspects. There's all that fallout from what happened in the first book, and there's just so much that these characters are atoning for, especially Kel, he shouldn't have to atone for by himself. I really did not want this book to end. It was just so good, and I gave this a full 5 out of 5 stars because it seriously deserves it, and it's just simply amazing. And V.E. Schwab has shot straight up to one of my favorite author spots. She's probably in the top 7 of my favorites. Seriously, I can't wait to get my hands on the next one. And so that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you for joining me for my book review of A Gathering of Shadows. I really did enjoy this book. If you guys have read it, let me know your thoughts down below. And if you had a chance to enter the element games, would you? And if you would, what would be your element of choice? I'm pretty sure my elements of choice would either be earth or water, and if I was a dual wielder, like some of the characters in this book, I would be both. And I don't think I'd last very long in the tournament, but if you get a chance to enter, do it. Right? If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. You can also hit the notification button to get notifications whenever I post a new video. And that's all I've got for you guys today. Bye!